guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I've been so elated, so happy to come back be here. I had a break yesterday. I wasn't feeling too strong, but today I'm healed and hearty and I'm back to your screens. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a beautiful week. It's been fun, right? It's been purposeful. Anyways, I wish us the best. First, just let's dive into what we're going to say today without wasting much of our time. We're going to be talking about something that most of us have heard, but um, I'm sure very few people have not heard about this or they know about it, but they don't know the term for it. We're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. Yes, so what does it say? What does imposter syndrome mean? From the books, it means a psychological experience of intellectual and professional fraudulence. One source defines it as a subjective experience of perceived self doubt in one's abilities and accomplishments compared with others, despite evidence to suggest the contrary. Now, what does this mean? It simply means that you are out there doing what you love. For example, I love to talk a lot. I'm a talk show host. I imagine that I've received awards from being this part, but then in your mind, you're feeling like it's not even me. Am I the one? Do I have the capabilities? Even as I'm saying that I'm receiving these awards, I'm getting these accomplishments, I already still feel like, do I even deserve this? Is this my capabilities? Like, maybe it's by chance that I even got it. It's not something that I'm supposed to have. You feel really, really bad, really sad. Like there's no sense of fulfillment or purpose towards what you're doing because you just feel like it's not even you that is doing it. You're not. It's not supposed to be you. It's not supposed to be happening to you. And we get this thing most of the times in our workplace, anywhere we find ourselves, in the entertainment business, in the corporate business, everywhere. This is a struggle. This is a struggle. This is something that is supposed to be talked about more. Imposter syndrome. It is there. It is happening amongst many people. I'm sure many people don't even know the name. They don't even know the term. They don't even know where it's coming from. But like, this is something that it's there and is happening. You know. So, with me, I always use myself for example. Whenever I say these things, it's because I've had like personal experience with these things, right? It happened. I had this time in school where like I never used to do well in school, like, especially when it comes to like I think going back, I feel like I had a slow growing process. But then Nigerians, we were very ignorant to those facts that you can have those disabilities, like, or those restriction. Would I say restrictions? Would I say restrictions? No, I would not say restrictions. We could be a little I don't know the term, special, like a special need, not really special needs per se, but might have a lack from the beginning as a developing child. But then it might be ADHD, it could be just learning abilities and everything. But when we just think that it's because the child is dull, the child is not brilliant and everything, and then we ignore those parts, So, but I think with me, I was always just scared. I had this thing from the beginning because, like, tracing it back, I just realized I actually did have this thing because as for situations where I'd actually passed, I'll be like, am I the one that passed? Like I'll put in my energy and everything. I'll pass like, when they even call me, like, come and take this, I'll be like, it's not me. Like, I'll be surprised I actually did well. But then I was cracking my brain and I was actually putting in the effort. But then when it happens, it's like, and that causes low self-esteem, right? It becomes a strain in your life when you feel like there is nothing you can really achieve. And that's a very crazy place to be in, when you feel like whatever you do is not enough. Your heart, even when people are telling you, like, you try to wave them off, but then in your mind you feel like, oh, true, these were actually right, and they actually are saying the truth, regardless of how you want to wave it away. Like, like I don't care. Well, you really care, and then you go to the house and just when you're laying in your bed, like maybe it's true. I actually do have the struggles and everything. My dear, you're not alone. So, let me read like some other signs and symptoms of this from the book. So, these are signs and symptoms. Imposter phenomenon is studied as a reaction to particular stimuli and events. It's an experience that a person has had, not a mental disorder. Imposter phenomenon or syndrome is not recognized in the DSM or ICD, although both of these classification systems recognize low self-esteem, like I said, and sense of failure as associated symptoms of depression. Although imposter phenomena is not a particular pathological condition, it is a distorted system of belief about oneself that can have a powerful negative impact on one's valuation of their own worth. Yeah, so that's is a very it's crazy. It's psychological work and it's really really crazy that this is a thing, guys. This is a thing. Like, oh my god, it's such a thing. So how can we manage this? This is very important because, like I said, this has happened to like 70%, if I'm not even mistaken, like about 70% of populations, people that are growing and going through this, and they don't know where it's coming from. So this is a very good education. Please, you guys should listen. So how do you manage this thing? How do you manage these symptoms? Try not to let omissions of worthlessness or uncertainty control your actions. Instead, embrace your fears and move forward. 2. Consider your accomplishments in the past as proof against imposter syndrome and utilize them as a fallback, where you start to doubt your abilities. That's, like think of your other accomplishments and see that you're the one that did it. Nobody else did it for you. So you harness on that, you hone on that. The fact that you actually were there and you did this thing, like no one was there, like of course support and everything, but you're the one that stood there wherever it is, opened that laptop, worked on that project, did that stuff, stood in the crowd, talked to people. Like anything that you're doing, you're the one that accomplished that. So always remember that whenever you get to the stage of your life, right? Then build a rapport with a counselor. You can always talk to someone who can assist you in identifying false ideas that perpetuate imposter syndrome. Like you could talk to someone that you feel like is wiser, a professional at best, that could just keep your mind afloat and everything. Remember, you're not alone. I just want you guys to remember you're not alone. That's the whole point of this class. You are not alone on this journey, right? Then help others reject imposter beliefs by reflecting back to them their values, abilities, and talents. Assisting others may also work as a beneficial reminder for you. Like I always do, like my friends will always tell, like I always tell my friends, because I'm going through it, I wouldn't want to see anybody else hurt. I had to take a break because this really hit home. I had to take a second. So sorry about the break. So, like I said, whenever you're going through this stage, right, there are also people that are going through it too, with your close friends and everything. So try to reach out to people. There are people that are having doubts. Please keep your ears down and do not mock anybody's journey. Everybody's going through it, Do not want to criticize or mock them. You act like you're a friend and then at the back you're mocking them. Like it's just a very vulnerable place to be in. And everybody just needs that shoulder to cry on. So that's one thing. Always be there to like encourage people. And the another another mitigation is psychosocial interventions, right? These are techniques including group settings where people meet others who they believe have this experience. The researchers explain that the group meetings make a significant impact on their participants, like having like minds, people that struggle with these things, that are non-judgmental, like a safe place you could just go to and air your own opinions and like what to think that is making you feel this way. These people are the ones that have experienced it firsthand, and the ones that are going through it. These are the only people that would tell you, okay, this is what it is. Okay, this is how I felt yesterday. This is how I felt in the afternoon. How do you work towards it? People that have gotten better at it, like as in assist you, to fighting this urges and everything when it springs, So these are just ways to like mitigate it. And trust me, I tell you from experiences, I wouldn't even say what I'm not experiencing or what I've not gotten like firsthand um information about, or what I've not firsthand experienced about. These are things that are happening. Nobody has it all figured out, my guy. Like, I just want you guys to understand this, that we are not alone on this journey. We are going through this phase of life. In fact, I feel like there cannot even be enough talk shows to go to, like enough classes to hold, because we need all this voice. We need people that will come out, like someone like me that likes to analyze my life, like to be in my head and everything. I like to voice it out. I would like to let people know what is about, what I'm about, like what I'm going through. That's just who I am. I feel like it makes me feel better. It's not completely healing me, but it makes me feel better. Like letting people know that this is not normal. These are not strange things. These are not, my God, I'm so unique. My life is, then you just go into that pitiful stage and stay there. These are things that are happening to people. Just that some people do not just talk about it. That's the thing about, that's the beautiful thing about vulnerability. There's something about being vulnerable, right? People think that vulnerability is a weakness, but no, it is. See, vulnerability is not a weakness in any way. When you're being vulnerable, it's a very scary place to be in. Trust me, I hated being vulnerable, because most of the time when I was growing up, I was very vulnerable. I would always cry, everything. I just felt that, why am I bleeding on people? Why am I crying to people? I started having fear. They really care. So I started bottling up all my emotions. Like that part about me, I started just keeping it as face value. I wasn't bothering anybody anymore. I would just keep it to me myself, but I hurt the more. I tell my friends I'm vulnerable. I would cry, but I get relief. I will not hide how I feel. Anyhow I feel, I voice it. Whoever wants to laugh should laugh. But this is my truth. So I feel like vulnerability plays a part. Accept it. This is what I'm struggling with. Then do better. Once you bottle and bottle and bottle and bottle and bottle, you create up notions in your head, scenarios. You feel bad. You feel terrible about yourself. You begin to self sabotage. And that's the crazy part. You do not want to self sabotage. Pour it out. Let it out to people that you found confidence in. Don't care about if tomorrow they turn on you and use it against you. It was your own self healing, because you needed that. Don't feel bad. It's for the person's own. It's the person's own shame to want to mock you for opening up to them. It's their own prerogative. It's their own shame. It's their own loss. That is how, maybe whatever happened, maybe you guys had the fall and they use it straight back at you. It's their own loss that it could be that terrible. It is not you. So like I said, imposter syndrome, it's a thing. It is a thing. It happens. You are not alone. Seek help from friends, counselors, therapists, paid therapists, people that know the job, and you will get better. And trust me when I say that there is nothing that you cannot achieve. I tell myself every day, I'm like, there is nothing that you cannot achieve. The only thing that maybe that is making you not, or making me to stop, or making you to have like this break in your this thing, is just basically maybe you're not focused. We're just lazy. There's something about laziness. I can be so lazy. We're so lazy. Like, we like to not do anything. Just want to enjoy life. Want to just chill. Then the result just falls. But that's that's not it. Even the Bible will tell you that you have to put in the work, even when you're waiting, like in faith. You have to show that you're working, so that I will bless you. It is in the Bible. It's everywhere. So the only road to success is just hard work, consistency, and determination. But then most like where all this is encompassing is under the umbrella of discipline. So these are the things that you need, like to just keep at it. Nobody is the most brilliant, you know. A brilliant mind that is not working on himself gets caught up with a consistent mind that might have told himself or herself that they're very slow and they don't do anything. But like, I don't know this thing, but I'm going to be consistent and learning to do it. And that's who overrides that brilliant mind that has slept on herself or himself. So that's just what I wanted to come tell us today. So the topic is imposter syndrome, how to manage it, know that it's normal, know that you're not alone. So this is what I brought to you, or I'm bringing to you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do hope you enjoy it, because it's like I said, it's one of the struggles, you know. So that's all I have for you guys today. I really wish you well. I wish everybody well in life. I wish you the goodness of. I wish that we'll go around in this world before we leave this earth accomplishing everything that you want to accomplish. It's a choice, and we will do it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep know what you're doing, and you know that it's on the right path. Just keep doing it. You will get there someday, regardless of whatever challenges and struggles that you have. You would always and will at the end of the day achieve. Okay. You guys been so amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always subscribing. Like I said, always like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing in lots of gems. I love you guys so much. Bye. Take care. Mwah!